Hello, and thank you for joining me on this video. After a few requests from my friends and family members about the best experience I personally had when I visited the United States of America, I decided to create this video and send them all. So, this video is about a very interesting place I visited called the Church of Scientology. So, I'm going to tell you about my personal experiences, what I've learned after I've spent over 200, 300 man hours researching about them, watching videos, watching documentaries about them. So, I'd like to start with their history. Church of Scientology was started by a fellow named L. Ron Hubbard back in 1950s, and now it is being taken care of by a person called David Miscavige. So David Miscavige operates Church of Scientology from Los Angeles, California, and they've got in Los Angeles they've got a celebrity only center where only celebrities can enter, and they've got great locations. They're in Clearwater, Florida, New York, Atlanta, you name it, and they're there. Even in foreign countries like Germany, France. I've heard they are even in India, Bangalore. I'm not sure. So I mean, they have. I mean, they've tried to reach in almost everywhere they could. So now let's discuss what Church of Scientology is and what they do and what their belief system is and stuff. So Church of Scientology is not a religion. Is not. Church of Scientology is a cult. They play with your mind. Now I'm gonna tell you how and why and stuff. So so first things first, when I visited Church of Scientology with a friend of mine, Daniel, and we entered in, and I told it was a Saturday evening, and I told him that, hey man, do you want to have some fun and let's go to Church of Scientology. And we entered in, and there was this beautiful young lady who greeted us, and she started talking about general things, and she offered me coffee. I decided to take it. It's free coffee. I couldn't say no. And I had while I was having my cup of coffee, a guy came in and started talking to me and said that, hey, we are glad you are here. And a Spanish guy came to take care of Daniel because Daniel was Spanish, and they were discussing why we were there, and they asked me to fill a form. While I was filling the form, I remembered the words from my friend Tim that, hey man, don't give them don't give them your real details, because they might as well come before you to try and find where you are, what you're doing, and try to push you to sign up for their courses and stuff. So I filled in all the fake details and stuff, and I even asked Daniel to do the same. Now moving on, the guy, between 35-40 took me to different places, and it was all technology there, and there were huge screens and phone operated computers and televisions, and they had their own mobile application where they could select what they want to play on which screen, and they started playing. And so the guy told me that, hey man, he's gonna put a video for me, and you have to sit in front of the screen and watch the video. I said, yeah, sure. So it was a video about L. Ron Hubbard and his history and what he has done, and what are his belief systems, and why does he believe in Church of Scientology. So I saw the video. It was an interesting 8-minute video, and then the guy came in back and said that, hey man, I'm gonna put another video now, and you have to watch it. But I told the guy that, hey, I cannot go ahead and watch another video. It's just too much. I love to talk to a real person. And the guy came in again, and I started talking to him, and I said that, man, hey man, this is a church, right? This is a church, and I wanted to see where the Jesus is. Where is the church? I mean, like, where's the real church, and where's the Jesus? Who's the Jesus, and what is your faith? For I don't know. I told the guy that I don't know. I don't believe in any religion and stuff, and that I'd like to know more, so that I could find myself, and I could learn about the belief system that I might want to follow in the coming years and future. So I started asking him very interesting questions about religion and faith and stuff, and he was very diplomatic. He would tell me. I asked him, what is Jesus, and he who is Jesus, and he told me that we here in Church of Scientology don't discuss religion. Rather, we discuss our belief system, and our belief system is that whatever religion you follow, Church of Scientology can empower you to grow in within that religion. You can have that faith system, and with Church of Scientology's new methods and concepts, you can grow as a person, which was pretty interesting. So we went ahead. He took me to another place which was called the e-meter room. I would say e-meter room. There were a lot of machines. People were sticking those machines in their hands and stuff, and they would speak up, and the other person, who is called the auditor, would ask them a set of 200 questions, and that you have to fill in and give them back, and they'll tell you what kind of person you are and how they can fool you. It's a way for them to know. And these e-meter rooms, these personal one-to-one sessions are recorded, video recorded, so that you don't leave Church of Scientology, because they have recorded all your internal secrets. You have answered all these 200 questions, and these are your secret questions. Now, Church of Scientology buildings usually are like 5 stories, 6 stories. So I asked the person what's on the first floor and what's on the second floor. I'd like to know that. And he told me that no, you have to sign up for Church of Scientology to be able to go on the first floor and the second floor. These are member only areas. And I just asked him that, man, I would like to know what there is. And he wouldn't answer the question. Now I told the guy that, okay, I like to sign up for the course, but I like to know more first before I could go ahead and sign up. So he took me to this this room where there was a huge board, like a chartboard kind of thing. The name to the chartboard was the Bridge to Total Freedom, and there were classes and there were auditing sessions. So you take class 1, and then you take the auditing session 1, class 2 auditing session 2, and so on and so forth. Now, you have to join from nursery, where they cleansen your body, as they call it, from all the sins that you have done, all the alcohol that you have drank, and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty interesting. I saw the chart, and then I started discussing, and then I asked him, and I asked the guy that which class are you on. So there were nursery, class 1, class 2, nursery, under kindergarten first, kindergarten second, first, second, third, fourth, till the 11th or 12th. So I asked him that which class are you on, and he told me that he's on the third grade. And I said that, hey man, I don't want to talk to a third grader. I'd like to talk to somebody who's like on the 10th grade or the 11th grade or the highest level of grades. So he told me that these grades are a personal thing, and you don't go ahead and actually discuss this with other people. I insisted him to get somebody who's on like a higher level. So he got a lady somewhere around 70, who was on the 7th grade, and I asked her that, the first question I asked her was, who is God? And again, a very diplomatic answer from somebody from the Church of Scientology. She told me that God is somebody you believe in, and all that kind of stuff. So obviously I'm not gonna buy that, man. It's Church of Scientology. I was expecting more. Now, what I so I asked him that, okay, they had a huge library. I asked him that, what is this about? And there were so many books there, Dynatics and all these kind of books. So I asked him that, what is in these books? Can I see them? And she wouldn't let me do so, because she said that you have to actually sign up for our courses to be able to purchase these books and read them, and they're not available online and stuff. So so she did not answer any of my questions. I went to my home and researched that they believe in a system called Xenu, which is, the bad guy, and he would send Thetans to Earth through a hydrogen bomb that blasted few million years ago. And these Thetans, which is the spirit in our body, which is attached to our body, the spirit Thetan, you need, it's bad theater, and that you need to purify it through the purification methods that they have, so that you get, you empower yourself to do the things that you want to do. Like, for example, they ask you, what do you want to do in life? And some people might answer that they want to make more money, have a better life, enjoy more, spend more time with their families and friends, worry less and stuff. So now the Church of Scientology people start playing around with your mind with all these tricks, that, okay, so you want to make more money, we can help you make more money, and you have to follow and purify your body from all the sins. Once you get rid of all the sins, whatever you think you can do, and this is what they believe in and stuff. So you can research more on this just by googling or going to xenu.net, xenu.net, xenu.net. It's a great website. It has got a lot of material. I've researched it myself. I like it. Now coming back to the Church of Scientology story. So Church of Scientology operates very interestingly. So they have a celebrity only center wherein they bring in celebrities to show them as poster boys. Like for example, Tom Cruise and John Travolta. These are like senior actors. Tom Cruise is a great guy, huge fan following. John Travolta again, huge fan following. Now they use John Travolta and Tom Cruise as their poster boy. They put them whenever they want to, and you know try and bring in people to sign up because of these guys and stuff. So I mean, they're not a religion. Of course, they're not. Now moving forward, in 1976, Church of Scientology actually sent people from Church of Scientology into the IRS, FBI, and Secret Services of the United States for an interview. They sent in like 200, 300 people, and 5 or 7 just made it through, and they were hired by the IRS and FBI. And what they started doing was they started tweaking with the documents, and they started sending internal information from the IRS and FBI to senior people in Church of Scientology so that they could know that who is speaking against Scientology in the government, and so that they could play the mind games that they play with other people, like shooting their personal lives, and then forcing them to not do what they were doing. Otherwise they would put these videos online and stuff, and they would do all this kind of stuff. So in October 26, 1979, 10 people from Church of Scientology were found guilty in this FBI and IRS case, and they were sent in imprisonment for 10 years. Now that's huge, a religion trying to fake it, it's like the most extreme level that you can go to. Now another thing to consider here is that Church of Scientology actually runs ads, television advertisements, commercials, in Super Bowl, so that they could bring in followers. I mean, which religion runs ads, man? I mean, I've never heard of any religion running television ads to bring in people. That's stupid. Now, I've got some facts here. I've got some facts. I did a lot of research on this topic. So, American Religious Identity Survey, ARIS.gov, actually says that Church of Scientology has 25,000 people 25,000 people in 2008. Now, Church of Scientology claims to have 10 million people already and 4.4 million people joining every year. Now, that's a huge claim, and they call themselves to be the fastest growing religion in the world. I'm sure you can be the fastest growing religion if you have. I mean, if I start a religion and I have 100 followings, and tomorrow I get 50 more people to join, I'll become the fastest growing religion in the world. I mean, that's not like a case. If you're like a major religion like Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, or something like that, you cannot become the fastest growing religion just like that. Now, how Church of Scientology operates is they try and frustrate their, people who go against them. Even I'm putting this video, I'm gonna get some hate comments and negative, dislikes and stuff. But that's okay. Now, Church of Scientology, right? So, so I'd like to close this with two quotes that I've heard or I've read online about Church of Scientology. So, David Miscavige once said that writing for penny a word is ridiculous. If a man wants to make real money, he should start his own religion. And you can verify this claim on Reader's Digest, May 1980 edition. May 1980. And the other thing that he told the world was that to keep a person on the Scientology path, feed him the mystery sandwich. So I mean, this clearly shows that they play with mind, and that they like they're playing these games, the mind games with people, so that they stick with the Scientology thing, and that they won't go around and speak out the truth about Scientology. Another interesting thing is this, and you have to consider this, is that they never tell you about the Xenu and the Thetans and anything about all of these things when you first visit Church of Scientology, and there has to be a reason behind it. I'll tell you the reason, and the reason is this: that if no sensible man would buy that shit. I mean, I'm not gonna buy that shit if you come and tell me that, hey man, there's thetans and xeno in your body, and that you have to get it purified and stuff. I'm not buying it. So unless you're like deep down in that shit, and you and that they know that you're not gonna leave now, that's when they tell you about xeno and thetans and all that kind of stuff. I'd like to recommend a few things here. I'd like you guys to see the movie The Shocking Truth About Scientology, and the Going Clear Scientology documentary that was produced by HBO. It was a major featured film. They've spent a ton of money on it. They actually sent people in the Church of Scientology who were working for the HBO network to document everything. You can also search for a person called Mike Rinder, Mikerinder. He was among one of the most senior people in Church of Scientology. He left Church of Scientology. He still practices the practices that he have learned in Church of Scientology, but he has left Church of Scientology officially, and now he's speaking against David Miscavige and how he's treating people and how he's fooling people to earn money and buy private jets and buy these huge houses and stuff. So again, in the end, I'd like to thank my friend Daniel and Tim to introduce me to Church of Scientology. Without your help, I wouldn't be able to learn about this interesting concept. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.